This video is brought to you by sctkey.com and their amazing Black Friday sale. If you love PC gaming but hate paying full price for AAA games, SCTkeys has you covered. They offer discounts on digital licenses for the latest video games, software, and don't forget the cheapest Windows 10 Pro licenses around. I build and sell a lot of PCs and I've come to rely on their services for Windows keys and Office keys. Use promo code TimmyJoe 12% at checkout to save even more. Links as always are in the description. Whoa! Hi there, my name is Timmy Joe, making videos about computers on the internet and a little off the cuff, not worrying too much about whatever kind of video today. A little quick tech action with another Scythe cooler, which we found are actually really sweet coolers. This one's humongous. It's the Ninja 5, and I think there's a couple other Ninjas that they still sell, but this one's like the big daddy because you guys saw it in the Phenom video. I was using it. It's humongous. In fact, it's like way more than like half the motherboard on the Phenom I was using. But I have an NHD 15 on my 9600K right now. Been running IDA 64 for like 20 minutes. And whoop-oo, there we go. You can see here the temperatures never get above like 85 degrees. You know, the fans ramp up pretty good on them, but as we all know with big air coolers, it's FPU stress test and everything, so it's not doing too bad. Like, we're not in the 90s or whatever. Like, it's a hot CPU, but it's nowhere near as hot as the 6-core with hyper-threading or the 8-cores for sure. But still a pretty warm CPU. I'm getting warm in here. But I want to switch to NHD 15, which is known to be the best air cooler you can buy, basically, out for this Ninja and see if the temperatures are similar, the same, or is the Ninja not as good? Not really the exact same kind of deal. There's a big, huge fin stack here, and it looks like they're kind of separated by these grooves, so that like the zones of the heat pipes are kind of all separated. Interesting design here, and yeah, it's huge. You saw it on that Phenom I did yesterday, and it was like more than half the motherboard. So the compatibility for this is interesting to say the least. But the NHG 15 is a humongous air cooler, and it has 140 mil fans, which I can only fit one in the middle there. I had to put my own 120 on the other side because of RAM compatibility. Pretty sure we're going to have similar issues with this, but I'm going to go ahead and plug this thing in there, and that way you can have a quick comparison on this cooler, which, spoiler alert, is a lot cheaper than the Noctua, and is fairly decent quality, in, you know, pretty much the same kind of quality. Can you save some money and use this? Does it even look good in a system like this with a window? Well, plug her all in and you'll get to see. And yeah, the Noctua, keep in mind, is like 85 degrees max on some of the cores. We see that it's like hovering around 50 right now. So let's switch her out, you little jerks. Whee! Hey, so what do you think? I'm not really the craziest about how it looks, and it's also, you can tell, covering the RAM sticks there. I don't know, I know it's a little bit hard to see with the way I got the glare on the glass and stuff, but I mean, it's a big slab of metal in the case, the same as the Noctua is. Like, they're not usually pretty, and when you get these giant ones, they cover up stuff aesthetically. You know, if you're don't care too much about aesthetics, this is pretty cool in the case there. Yeah, I know I'm working with a 960 in there right now. Shut up. Anyways, so, performance. This is really scientific stuff compared to the way I usually do it. But we have 85, 78, 87, 81. If you go down the list, I mean, one core's hit 87 there, but they're pretty much within variance, man. They're pretty much within margin of error. So they both perform very, very well, which makes sense. They're both 6 copper heat pipe, big fin stack air coolers with big fans on them, or 2 fans. The way this works, you know, you might not be able to get this, you know, 140 mil fan in there. You gotta, you know, work around that. This thing, the worst thing about it is that if you had any taller RAM, you wouldn't be able to put that fan in the front there, I'm using Trident Z sticks, which are just a little bit, you know, they're not low profile, they're a little bit taller than that. And I'm able to get, you know, it's not so bad, but I had some really high RAM sticks on my X58 build, and I was using that tower for a bit. And actually, like, it was sticking up off the tower like this much. So aesthetically, I'll leave that up to you. Like, it's not, you know, something that bothers me, depending on what kind of build it is. But if you can't have RGB RAM, you know, and see the cool effects on your motherboard, that might bother you. So the performance is very, very, very similar. Pretty much just a little bit above 80, and this one capped out at a little bit above 80. They're very, very, very close. So the performance is very well. They both have extremely good build quality. But the difference would be here. I'm going to stop this test. Stop the test. Boom. So the Noctua is, there we go. It's $89.99, so it's almost $100, man. That's not cheap. And then if we go ahead and look at the Scythe Ninja 5, $59.99. So you're saving $30, man. $30 is, like, you know, pretty decent extra, you know, budget towards your graphics card or something like that for essentially the same performance. I don't think you can go wrong with this or the other Scythe I reviewed. They're very, very nice, high quality. I love that they come with their own screwdrivers. That is super cool. I really, really like that. So, yeah, all in all, Scythe, you've got to give it a thumbs up. There's, if you like giant heat sinks and you don't care too much about seeing your RAM or, you know, whatever, you're just completely against AIOs or water cooling, this is a pretty dang awesome option, running at 5 gigahertz at less than 85 degrees-ish, you know, on the package. And it just does a bang-up job. So good job to Scythe. Thank you very much for sending it to me. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I'm at WatchTimmy Joe, Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, if you could follow me on the Patreons and stuff like that. You see, you know, I'm not rich or anything. I'm working with a 960 in here. You know, so it's not like I have 10 1080 Ti's to go around. And, you know, I'm just a smaller little creator here. And you guys are really making it worth it for me lately. I love all the view counts and stuff like that. So keep that up. But 5 gigahertz on a 9th gen with the Ninja 5 from Scythe. And yeah, I'd give this a recommendation if you like how it looks and how it's going to take up like a third of your case, man. It's going to take up a damn third of your case. But same thing with the Noctua. They're big giant, you know, air coolers, and you just have to deal with them. So I'm at WatchTimmy Joe on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Timmy Joe. He makes videos about computers on the internet.